We're going to look at the copy command. The copy command basically duplicates whatever geometry you have. You can do this by clicking on the modify panel, clicking on the word copy, or you can simply type in CO in the command line and access copy. Now, you start by picking your object and you hit the enter button or the right mouse button, and then you can either pick a specific point that you're copying from and you're going to, or you can just do it randomly. So, random would be like I can just take this and drag it at a random distance and just make general copies. That would be kind of like the most unconstrained type of copy. Now, if I wanted to copy this line and I wanted to go a half of an inch to the top, I would pick on it and then move my mouse. I do have ortho on, so it keeps it locked in at 90 degrees. So I could type in point 0.5 and move it straight up and copy that at a half of an inch. And if I wanted to go down, I just pull my mouse to the bottom, type in point 0.5, and I could go that direction as well. I can also go over to the left, to the right. I can do it at any specific angle. So I could take off my ortho, and then I could say, maybe I wanted to go, over 4 inches, or we'll just do 6 inches, tab, um, I'll do 15 degrees. So I can get that would be like a line that it would go 6 inches at 15 degrees. If I drew that line 6 at 15, let's just kind of click on line right here. If I went here and then I drew a line 6 tab 15, that's where that endpoint is located. So it just gives you a little bit of flexibility and you can specify those particular locations. When you're using the copy, make sure that you are aware that if you have your object snaps on, you're able to have a little bit more control. Without the object snaps, if you go into copy and you try to pick your object and you don't have like a source, okay, so I don't see the endpoint on any of that, so I'm not able to pick the endpoint. So I would just have to kind of freely do that, and I really don't. I could say I could copy it up at 6, a half of an inch at 90, so I could do point 0.5 tab 90. Yes, I could copy it there, but I don't have any way to click on the endpoint or the midpoint. So by having ortho on and having object snaps on, I feel like you will find that it's a lot easier to use because you do have points of reference. So let's just say I had a circle over here and I wanted to copy the line and I wanted to copy it from, let's go from this endpoint over to the quadrant of that circle. So I can just copy that line and put it at that point. I could put it up here at the top, at the bottom, and heck, I can even put it over here at this side. So it allowed me to put that point. Now that doesn't look right. We'll have to move that because that should have been at the quadrant. There we go. So that's what I would be expecting to be able to do, and for you to be able to use the copy command along with your object snaps, your ortho, turning that on and off, and being able to make multiple copies of the same object throughout your drawing.